Back in the late 80s, something shook a small town to its core. An 8-year-old boy got HIV from a regular blood transfusion. Imagine, a simple medical procedure turning into a nightmare. His town turned against him. His family's house was even set on fire. It's not just a virus, it's a tale of fear and misunderstanding. You don't want to skip this video because today we will equip you with knowledge that can save someone's life one day. So, what exactly is HIV/AIDS? In short, HIV is a virus attacking your immune system. If untreated, it leads to AIDS, where your body can't fight off diseases. It's like being in a never-ending battle with your own body. Now, how does this monster spread? It's not through air or water, but through certain body fluids. This includes blood, semen, vaginal fluids, and breast milk. Remember, it's not about who you are, but what you do that puts you at risk. The early signs of HIV? They're like a thief in the night, quiet and deceptive. A few weeks after the virus sneaks into your system, it might throw you a curveball that feels just like the flu. You're hit with a fever, your head pounds like a drum, and your throat feels like it's on fire. You might even brush it off as just another flu season visitor. But this is no ordinary flu. It's HIV wearing a disguise. And after this masquerade, HIV pulls a vanishing act. The virus retreats into the shadows of your body, silent but active. For years, it could lurk undetected, all the while chipping away at your immune system. This stealth mode is what makes HIV so insidious. It's not the loud, in-your-face kind of horror, it's the slow, creeping terror that hides just out of sight. Now, fast forward to when HIV escalates to AIDS. Picture this. Your immune system, the body's fortress, is now in ruins. This breakdown opens the gates to a host of opportunistic infections, the kind that healthy bodies usually fend off without breaking a sweat. We're not just talking colds or the flu here. We're talking heavy hitters like pneumonia, which fills your lungs with fluid, making every breath a battle. Then there's tuberculosis, a relentless bacterial assault on your lungs. And cancer. It becomes a lurking threat as your body loses its ability to keep cancer cells in check. These aren't just diseases, they're battles that wear down the body and spirit. It's a relentless siege on your health, turning the body into a battleground for infections and diseases that wouldn't stand a chance in a healthy immune system. Let's put a face to this horror. Picture someone full of life now struggling with constant illness, a shadow of their former self. It's a story repeated all too often around the globe. But hold up, there's a ton of myths out there, like you can't get HIV from hugging or sharing a meal. It's not a curse or a punishment, it's a virus. Plain and simple. You can't tell someone has HIV just by looking at them. And no, mosquitoes aren't flying syringes. They can't give you HIV. These myths, they're part of the horror, the unfair judgment people with HIV face every day. Now, let's talk prevention, because knowledge is power. The best defense? Safe practices. Like using condoms, getting tested regularly, and if you're using needles, never share them. It's simple stuff, but it saves lives. Treatment has come a long way too. Antiretroviral therapy, or ART, is a game changer. It doesn't cure HIV, but it keeps the virus in check. People on RT can live long, healthy lives. It's like turning the lights on that horror movie villain. They're less scary when you can see them. But here's a hard truth. Despite all the advances, there's still no cure for HIV. Once you have it, it's a lifelong battle. That's the real horror of it. It's not just a health issue, it's a human issue. So, what's next? We keep the conversation going. We keep learning, keep supporting, and keep fighting. Because the only way to beat this horror is to face it, together. Thanks for watching this part of our exploration into HIV/AIDS. If you also fear colon cancer, then worry not. Just click here, you will be better equipped to tackle that too. There's more to come, so stay tuned, stay informed, and remember, compassion is our strongest weapon against the horrors of HIV/AIDS.